Hi everyone, Katerina here. So we have reached now day 5 of us using the Papercraft Society Box Advent Calendar. And day 5 is this lovely green envelope, and the contents of this were designed by Made to Surprise. Please do not forget to go ahead and check out Monika's and Mel's channels as well for some daily uploads. I will link to their channels in the description box below. So this one contains some dies. There are 3 different foliage dies and then that strange looking rectangle die. There I'll not be using the foliage dies in this video. I will be using that rectangle one. It is a mechanism die, which we knew. I just couldn't figure out how to use it. So thank you, Monika and Mel, for doing the job for me. It was great help. So I have cut out 2 of these in blue, which I will be using, but I appreciate it's very hard to see on camera. So I cut one out in white and I added pencil lines to show you those score lines that the inspiration of this die leaves you with. However, I don't think the score lines are strong enough, so I'm just using this metal pointed bone folder to reinforce those fold lines, and I've done that to all of them. So the bottom triangle that is facing upwards, I am pushing in, so just very gently just work it and it will fall into place. And those 2 upper flaps I'm just pushing backwards, just like the way you've seen me doing it in there, and that's exactly what I did to these 2 as well. I'm starting off with a white piece of 6 by 6 inches card base, and the paper collection or digital collection I'm using today was designed by Monika from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and this is the Gingerbread Christmas. It's so stunning. Links will be in the description box below. 5 3/4 of an inch square is the blue cardstock, and this gorgeous, really fun gingerbread cookie faces measures 5.5 inches squared. And these polka dots ones measure 5 3/4 inch squared each, and I glued these onto the inside of my card. And I glued these 2 onto the front of my card. I will further decorate later. So this piece measures 8 by 5 inches, scored in at 4 inches on the longer side and folded in half. Now it is time to add our mechanism to this. So about 1/4 inch down from the top, I am pinching the little triangle that we pushed in part of this mechanism onto the spine of my card. Now it's important that you make sure that this is at a nice straight angle. So I like to use my grid on my glass mat in there to make sure it is a real nice and straight angle. You don't want this to be wonky, because then your card might not pop up as it should inside of your 6-inch card. So I'm going to add one more. And because I already did a trial run, I know from experience that I should not go below 1 3/4 inch. So I'm just adding a little mark in there, 1 3/4 inch, and exactly the same thing again. I'm lining the lowest part of that mechanism with that little pencil mark I just made. I'm making sure it is a nice straight angle, and I make sure I burnish in the glue very well. I don't want this to start falling apart. So now it is time to glue this inside of the card. And I'm just going to add glue onto those pieces of triangles that we folded back. Now make sure when you place these in, they are not on the score line, just kind of coming against it, so your card closes nicely and comfortable without catching anything. And now I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this side, and I'm just giving this enough time to dry. I don't want this to lift away from my cardstock once I start opening this. These 2 white pieces of cardstock measure 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and I was just going in a zigzaggy swishy lines with my dry clear glue and dipped it into my crystalline glitter. You can't really pick it up in here, but I will add some close-up footage at the end of this video so you can see then what I mean. Now, I was playing with the idea of using some of the pattern papers in here, but I thought it was just getting a bit chaotic. I would have needed to leave this away with foam pads from the background a bit, and then it would have been too bulky for the card to close properly. So I just decided I just add some really subtle design with that glitter, and I love using glitter anyway, so it doesn't bother me at all. But you can just use plain white cardstock if you wish. So I glued these cupcake and the hot chocolate cup on either side of these, making sure the glue spreads out evenly, especially because there's a little bit of raised areas from that glitter in there. And then I'm going to glue these on either side of that little note card that we added on the inside of our card. And we are going to further decorate this a bit. Well, you can see how the mechanism works in here. So when it closes, it goes down, like kind of falls into the cards. And when you open it, it lifts up higher a bit. It's such a fun mechanism to use. So I've cut out loads and loads of these cookies. I'm not going to be using them all. I'm just trying to decide. There's a little star anise that I forgot to glue on. And those little smiley faces are just so cute. They are truly my favorite ones to use. It's the same as the pattern paper on front of the card in there. It is just such a cute pattern paper. Like Monika has done really, really well with this collection. I just love using this one, and I will keep continue using this one this Christmas season. And then we're just adding a little star-shaped cookie in there. But this collection has so many different cookies. Like there's lots and lots of elements in this one. So go ahead and check it out. In the description box below you will find the links to them. So this is a wreath again from the collection that I added on foam pads, and the sentiment again raised on foam pads that says, "May your holidays be as delightful as a gingerbread treat," which is so sweet. So I decided I wanted to add a little bit of a glitter in here. Again, not too much, just really subtly, just alongside all those little berries, just to kind of tie the inside of it to the front of the card as well. So I'm using the same crystalline, and I will come back in here. You will save me. I will add some more glue onto the little stars. And while it looks white now, it will dry clear, completely clear, and it will be such lovely, subtle, glittery shine in there. Stay tuned for the close-up videos and pictures at the very end of this video. So this is how the mechanism works. So you open it up and it lifts up the inside of the card, and this is how it is displayed. From the front, this is the view that you would have. It's very hard to show like this, so I will most certainly add some footage at the end of it for you. So this is a slowed down way of showing you the mechanism. It is really, really a fun one to use. So I thoroughly enjoyed making this card. As soon as I saw the mechanism when I first came across this collection, I knew that I wanted to add something sweet inside of this one. So I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and please do not forget to check out Monika's and Mel's videos as well for some daily inspiration and daily unboxing. I will be back very soon with another tutorial, so please stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. Hit the notification bell and don't forget to share, like and comment. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, bye!